Hi everyone, Dr. David Kulla here with Synergy Wellness in New York City. I have been waiting 8 weeks, actually I think a little bit more than 8 weeks now, to review this product right here, FiiX Elbow. This product is for elbow tendonitis, so golfer's elbow, or lateral epicondylitis, tennis elbow, to make it easy, right? So tennis elbow or golfer's elbow, lateral or medial epicondylitis. So it's when you get tendonitis and you're overworking, overusing those muscles in the forearm area here. It could be on the inside or the outside of the elbow. This product will fix it. Sorry, had it backwards. So the website is FiiXbody.com. So FiiXbody.com. So it's got two I's in it, a little different. And they're all about getting rid of pain. Pain sucks. Fix it. I love that. So their packaging's really good. The box here is great. You know, it's got a QR code in it for you to download the app, and the app is awesome, I gotta say. The app has everything in it. It not only has reminders telling you beep, 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 you know, you need to use the FiiX machine on your elbow today. You should be doing it 3 times a week. That's the prescription. So 3 times a week over the course of 8 weeks. And I'm gonna get into the nitty-gritty of the device itself, but the app is great. Not only does it have reminders of when to use the machine, but it also has all the exercises in it and reminders there, the exercises, and you can track your progress and how you're feeling, how you're doing over the course of 8 weeks. And after 8 weeks of treatment, you will not have elbow pain anymore. We've used this on 2 people for 8 weeks, and that's why I had to wait at least 8 weeks to test this product and make sure we give you guys a really good, honest opinion and review of the FiiX Elbow, okay? Again, for lateral epicondylitis and for medial epicondylitis, tennis elbow or golfer's elbow. Now, it comes with a little bag here, and that bag has a bunch of things. You've got the power cord, so it's rechargeable. And you've got some FiiX body solution. So this, you don't wanna rub this on your body. You wanna put this on your elbow, by the way. So FiiX Body is the name of the company, but the product is called FiiX Elbow. Now, it also comes with a couple of extra items, which is nice. This, many of you know what this is. It's a brace for tennis elbow that goes right on the elbows, you know, on the forearm to help ease some of that pain and discomfort. So this one is unique because it has like a bar in here. Oftentimes I see them with these really soft gels. This one's got more of a raised gel. It's a little soft, but it's also a bit firm. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna provide relief across the tendons in your elbow. So I find this strap, this tennis elbow strap that so many people wear and find it helpful, especially if you have to go play tennis or work for the day. And I just find this one to be better than most because of that little gel pad that they have in there. And you wanna make sure this is nice and firm for you so it provides pressure on the tendons here in the elbow, okay? So they give you that, which is nice. You can wear that during the 8 weeks. And then they give you this really great sleeve. And this thing's great because you can stick it in the microwave for 15-20 seconds and heat it up. I recommend doing this before and even after you do a treatment. So I'm pointing to this. This is not a treatment. This is just a brace. But when you do the treatment here, it's here in the box. We'll open it up. I'll show it to you in a minute. I recommend using the heat before and after, not ice. Ice is going to restrict blood flow. You want to use heat in that area. Unless you just fell and on your elbow and it swells up, you would not use this FiiX Elbow device. If you fell on your elbow and swelled up, you could have a fracture or something worse. So you would, of course, want to get that checked out. That's different than tendonitis, right? That's different than tennis elbow. This is for overuse of the muscles and tendons, okay? But not for a slip and a fall and your arm, you know, your elbow is swelled up. No, you would definitely want to ice this, and you can put this sleeve on. You put your hand right through it, just like this, and you can put this sleeve on. It's nice and cold, and this is great as a heating or cold supplement. So they give you that. I found that really useful. By the way, I also did treatment on this. So I guess you could say there were 3 people that had this treatment, and the other 2 had really great outcomes. Their patients, and they chose not to be on camera, but they're both doing really well. It's now been 8 weeks and their condition is resolved. But I'll tell you, one of the patients, we had to do some additional adjusting of the elbow. I'll get into that in a minute. Then it comes with this product here, which is a tendon and strength band. And you'll see that it's set up a little differently. I'm not gonna get into how to use this right now because the company's done videos on how to strengthen the area, whether you have tennis elbow, lateral epicondylitis, or golfer's elbow, medial epicondylitis. So they'll show you how to use this, but it comes with this. So these are the strengthening devices and bands to strengthen the area, which is really important and part of this program. So this is a whole program and comes in a box here and comes with the owner's manual, and just the packaging's great here. All of the exercises, you know, how to turn it on, how to get started is all right here. Golfer's elbow. They even have, you know, if you don't like to watch video, they have the exercises here for golfer's elbow. And then here are a few more, right? All for golfer's elbow. So there's 4 exercises and stretches here for golfer's elbow. And then you come to tennis elbow and same thing. They've got 2 here on this side for tennis elbow, and then for tennis elbow, they've got some of the strengthening exercises, a couple more here on the back of the card. Then it also explains to you tennis elbow, the condition, and golfer's elbow really well. I think they did a great job of highlighting the muscles and explaining where the device should be placed and the intensity, okay? And then you have this card, my recovery expectations. And I would say expect to recover in about 8 weeks. In a severe case, maybe 10 weeks. And you want to use this device 3 days a week and do the stretching at least a couple times a week. And again, it goes through all of that here. And even easier, if you don't want to use all these cards here, they're like big flash cards. If you don't want to use these, then what you can do is go ahead and go on the app and use the app. And everything is there on the app. The app is really well made, well done. Here's the charger for the device. And here is the device itself. Now, initially you're gonna say, oh my God, this feels heavy, okay? And it is heavy. These are pretty big motors inside that help to run this Graston. So you can see the blades here underneath. See that metal blade and that one, right? So I've done a bunch of videos on Graston technique for tennis elbow and for other various conditions, okay? This is basically Graston technique motorized and automated. You don't need to know how to do Graston. And you're a layperson, you don't know how to do Graston. I'm trained in Graston technique, so I know how to use it, I know how to do Graston, and it takes, you know, the other arm to do it, and it's a process, right? So what this does is it does Graston technique for you for 10 minutes. Or 5 minutes, whatever you set it to. And in the beginning, you might want to start out with 5 minutes and then work your way up to 10 minutes because it could be really sore after. And if you're worried about it being sore or you get really sore, use the heat sleeve and microwave it for 15 to 20 seconds before you do a treatment, okay? Now, you plug it in here to charge it up, and then you'll just place it on the arm. And what you want to do is you want to place it so the buttons and the logo here are closer to your elbow or proximal. So they're facing my shoulder this way. They're not out here on the end, they're over here on the elbow side, okay? And when you tighten this, originally, there's a couple of positions you can put it in. So I can have it leaning here, I can kind of rotate it up a little bit, right? Either way, those blades are only about, I'm gonna say about 1 inch wide. So you'll have to use it in different positions. It's not gonna get all of the forearm muscle. So you can do it like this for 5 minutes and then pull the arm out of a pillow and then it'll drop down a little bit because it's so heavy, and just get some different tendons in the arm. So what I do when I'm doing this is, now first I forgot to mention, you definitely wanna use this lotion. I made the mistake of not doing that the first time. I don't know what I was thinking, but my arm was definitely really red, but I have really tough skin, so I was able to deal with it. Not a big deal. The redness kind of went away the next day. But you want to use this lotion, okay? It's going to be better with this lotion and easier. And then you'll rub the lotion into the tendon or on the inside of the arm. And let's say you're doing the inside of the arm. I'll show you how we do that. And it's got a little bar here, and the power button is kind of hidden. So when we open up, here are the blades, right? And you can see they're about a little bit wider than a finger width apart, but the bar here, and then the power button is here, okay? And it's set there to 10 minutes, okay? And you can see the battery right there, okay? Set to 10 minutes. Very, very easy, simple to use. I mean, it's just very, very easy to use. You don't need to be tech savvy to use this. So now I'm gonna put it on the inside of my elbow. This is if I had medial epicondylitis. Now, I will say it's recommended that you use a pillow. Okay, so here's what it looks like with a pillow. You're just gonna, you don't have to use any kind of pillow is fine. And you're gonna rest your arm there because again, this is heavy. And when you rest the arm here, it just gives this device support. And if you wanna move the device a little bit and get some different tendons, I'm just gonna shift it this way, or I can loosen and just move it to a different spot and then just rest my arm there on the pillow. The pillow is helpful to support the device. I do recommend using a pillow every time you use this. So now I'm gonna switch this to the outside of my elbow so you guys can see what the screen looks like, okay? So you see here, 10 minutes is flashing, okay? Can change it to 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5, press stop, and go, which is the green button. And there you go. As you can hear, it's very quiet, very, very quiet. This device is awesome. I really gotta say, I give this device 2 thumbs up. I used it for 8 weeks. I have tendonitis in my elbow. I got a little bit of tennis elbow. And yes, I do play tennis, pretty darn good too. But that's not why I have tennis elbow. I have tennis elbow because I'm using my hands all day long with patients. And I found this really, really helpful. And I did use it for the full 8 weeks and a lot of relief from this. Now, other things to note. Some people need more than just Graston technique. And for some people, their elbow pain or their lateral epicondylitis or medial epicondylitis is not because it's just an overuse injury where the tendons are inflamed and you have tendonitis. Sometimes it's a elbow subluxation. Your elbow joint is out of position. So right here you have your olecranon process, and then on the inside here you have the ulnar bone, the head of the ulnar, and the radial head, okay? And they come into that olecranon fossa and form a joint there, okay, in the elbow. And there are basically 2 joints there in the elbow, and I'm able to test the elbow really easily just by doing some muscle testing, and I'm able to determine which bone is subluxated or out of position and in which direction it needs to be corrected. So I do that for some cases, and of the other two patients that we had using this device, and again, both were resolved. Their tennis elbow was resolved within 8 weeks, but one of them struggled a little bit more because she had a subluxation in the elbow. So we were able to fix that, correct that, and that just made her progress much faster healing time. So we did that right at about week 4 and adjusted her elbow 2 or 3 times, and then she really began to advance and improve significantly. So that is my review of the FiiX elbow, and the guy that designed this is not new to the business. He has made treadmills and other sports equipment, so he knows what he's doing. There was a lot of thought put into this product, and this product really is meant for you, the viewer, right? The lay person, right? It's about, to give you an idea, it's about $300, $320, give or take. Prices change throughout, but at the time of this video being done, it's in the $300 range. Very, very affordable. Think about this for a second. If you go to a physical therapist 3 times a week for 8 weeks, okay, that's gonna be, 24 visits, and you have a $50 copay, right? 24 visits, $50 copay. I think I said 54 by accident, but you know, 3 times a week for 8 weeks, and it's a lot of time out of your schedule, but also you're paying a lot in copays and things like that. Insurance doesn't cover everything. So that's why I think this is a really great, cost-effective way to fix your tennis elbow or your golfer's elbow and avoid having to go to the physical therapist. This does what the physical therapist is gonna do anyway, and maybe they'll do some electric stim on your elbow or some cold laser therapy. Obviously, it's not gonna do that, but it's gonna do the Graston technique part and strip down the muscles and break up some of the adhesions in all the muscles and tendons here in the elbow and really fix your elbow pain. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, and don't forget, it's a money back guarantee. Can't go wrong with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am a big fan of the FiiX elbow for tennis elbow, and I just think it's very cost effective compared to using your health insurance to go to a physical therapist to address this issue. Thanks again. See you soon. And don't forget to give us 2 thumbs up and subscribe. We've got products that we review all the time, and we're pumping out 4 videos a week. Thanks again. Appreciate you.